of stuck here. The cops won't bother me. Alright guys, I have been kind of tweaking this thing for a little bit, and one of the things I just did is replace the spark plug. It's interesting because this Kymco has a little tool that comes with it that you can reach the spark plug. It comes with this. I had no idea it came with it, but it is hidden on the seat, and it comes in a bag like this, and it's strapped right over here. The spark plug, this is the way you do it. You just kind of put it in there. I tried it out, but then I just figured out that the usual spark plug wrench is much better. So I really like the scooter. I actually like riding the scooters more than this thing. I think maybe perhaps it's a novelty thing that that I'm riding a scooter. The only thing that bothers me about this scooter is, yeah, it's got that little issue of the gauges. Go ahead and start it up. Remember, I hardwired a fan, so as soon as it starts, it actually just kicks in the fan. So starts right up. Now there is the idle problem. It kind of goes up and down, and I'm not quite sure what's the deal there. It could be something simple. I think it's really like the idle speed sensor, and when you look at this section here, I believe that this thing might be the culprit. The scooter is really good. The only thing I'm going to do now is take care of this plastic. And this is a trick I learned recently. So if you pay attention to that, I'll see if I can create that. You put it on high. You have to use a good heat gun too. And then all you do is just kind of move it back and forth. And what happens is you melt the plastic, but the key is you don't want to do it too much. The key is to be consistent. Alright, I've been doing this for a little bit, and I just wanted to show you the side. So this is where I use the heat gun, and this is, I haven't touched this yet. So you can see there's like a big difference in just the using it a little bit here as opposed to over there. I did a little bit on this side, and it gets pretty hot. So the key, I think, is that you want to do it slowly and heat it up and then let it cool and then just redo it. Now, one of the things I don't like about the scooter is the filler cap, as I mentioned over and over, because look at this. These are streaks of gas that when you overfill it, and you always overfill it, it drips down here. It's just such a terrible design. And the reason it's terrible is that the simpler answer is always nice. The problem with these top of the line scooters, and this one's like the top of the line by Kymco, is that I think they try to over engineer by doing things that are like a little bit overboard, because they thought, oh yeah, it's much more convenient to fill here than like putting your arm down slightly 10 inches. But I think a lot of these scooters that are the top of the line, they kind of have to do something a little bit different, so you get buyers, like, oh yeah, it's got the filler cap in a different location. It's just so streamlined, but it just ends up being really stupid. And I hate to say it, it's a stupid design because it's just so much more complex. Look at this. This is where the fuel tank is. Now, how easy would it have been if they made a cap here for the filler? Like, what's the purpose of routing it all the way up here? I just don't get it. This should not be braking. I've never had a speedometer on a bike go bad. This is bad design, bad engineering when you have something like this break. I just decided to take this top off, and it was fairly simple. I've done this many times, but So then I removed this and then that, and there's these 10mm bolts on each side, another 10, another 10, and then there's 2 Phillips on each side, and then you pull it out. Let's see if I can. And now we have the cluster removed. I open up the cluster gauge. The cluster. This could go horribly wrong because remember, we need that circuitry to work in order to get the scooter to start and everything. So guys, I am just going to take the Kymco out for a little spin, and you notice that I removed the windscreen because it's just so hot in DC. We did try to resolder the speedo, but that did not work, as you're about to see. At least it starts right up. We're just going to go for a quick spin. It's about to become kind of dark soon. See that? I just hit the ground on that thing. Look at that. What did I scrape? Yeah, the center stand, or the center stand. Whew. Yeah, the cornering clearance on this thing is not good at all. So on the right you hit this and then that, and over there it hits the bracket. So this is one of the issues with having a bike like this, and that's why Kymco does not design things that well when they're dragging metal parts so easily. People are coming here to watch the sunset. I didn't realize that this was that popular. Well, squids, thanks for riding with me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
So where are you headed?
Aspen.
California. Beautiful.